Hey Stingrays, my name's Ambria Baldwin. I'm the marketing director with Stingray Branding, and I'm going to be talking with you today about user experience for your website. We've been covering the topic of website tips and tricks all month, and today's discussion is very important. It's something that shouldn't be skipped over in your website. So let's go ahead and get started. So user experience is basically the experience that web visitors have while they're on your website, and this will determine whether visitors stay on your website, find the information to contact you and become customers, or if they just abandon it altogether and go to your competitor's website. So it's very important we get it right. So basically, your website is the anchor of your digital marketing and your business, really. All marketing is pretty much digital these days, and so you want to make sure that your website's on point and it's attracting customers and keeping them there. There's a quote from Google that says, "The goal of good user experience is to help users do what they want to do when interacting with your business." So basically, you can have an idea of what you want your website and your homepage especially to have and how you want that to be perceived to the public. But the end goal really is to have a website and a homepage that reflect what users are looking for on your website. So keep that in mind while you are designing and while you're deciding what information to put out there. So the first tip is to make sure that you improve the look and layout of your homepage. So you want to start this by making sure you break up content by segmenting key information. So when at the beginning of the internet and websites in general, at its birth, web pages were comprised of text, in basic text, HTML, and on one page, several pages maybe, but that was it. It was pretty static. It's just text on a page, maybe a picture or two, but that was it. But now we're in Web 2.0, so we have a million different options now to really make websites stand out and pop and just be interactive in different ways. So if you are in Web 1.0, you want to make sure that you update your website. If you need help with that, go ahead and reach out to our team. It's definitely a passion of ours and what we love to do, and we can get you set up with an incredible website. So after you have broken up content, you want to use images, but also you don't want to be afraid to include white space. So what that means is that you have space on your website that doesn't have image or text in it. Maybe it's just white, like white space, or it's a different color, but basically it's not cluttered. You don't want it to be too cluttered and too much going on with different images flashing and GIFs and twinkling text. You want to make sure that it looks sleek and professional, that the design is overall consistent throughout the whole website, and it looks seamless. So you want to make sure that your design is on point in that way. You want to have a clear call to action above the fold. So what this means is before a website visitor has to scroll down, or on their phone or with a mouse scroll down once on your homepage, you want to make sure that there is a call to action to that customer above that fold before the first scroll. And no matter what that is, whatever you want the website visitor to ultimately do on your website, you want to have a call to action for that. Whether it's to call you, to fill out a registration, fill out a request for a quote, whatever it may be, you want to have that clear above the fold in a very clear and concise and interesting way. You want to also make sure that you have the most important and most used information on the home page, and also make sure it's easily found. So how many times have you gone to a website and you're just trying to find their phone number or an email or directions, and you've had to click several times just to find that? Well, on a good home page, we'll have that listed somewhere clearly and where it can be seen very easily, and they don't have to dig around for it. So you want them to find that contact information because you want them to contact you. So that makes sense, right? Also, you want to include some hyperlinks to other pages that are on your site. This will not only keep visitors on your site longer, but it'll also give them a different option to find the information that they may be looking for, such as to your services, to your about page, to your contact page, things like that. After you've improved the look and layout of your home page, you also want to track your page load speed. So basically, however long it takes your page to load once they click on your link on Google or they type it in, you want to make sure that it loads within 3 seconds. And why is that? Because 53% of visitors will abandon your website if it takes more than 3 seconds to load. So you want to keep those visitors on your website, find your information, come to your business, and become customers today, right? So you need to make sure that your load speed is under 3% or about 3.5%. That's the average. We also have, there's a Google tool that you can use to check the load speed, and I will include that in comments for you to check out. And if you need help with that, if it's under 3 or if it's way over 3 seconds, then go ahead and give our team a call and we'll be happy to help you with that. Next, you want to make sure that your website is responsive and mobile friendly. So along with load speed, mobile friendly is another big emerging trend and requirement in websites. The majority of searches, local especially, are done via a mobile phone. And so if your website is not built to look clear and concise and responsive on a mobile device, then you're going to lose website visitors. So you want to just check if you only ever look at your website on a desktop, you want to also check it on your mobile phone. And again, Google has another tool for that, and I'll put that in the comments. But it's awesome, and you should definitely check it out and make sure it is. If you do need help on your website, again, call our team, and this is something that we love to do and that we would fix up really well for you and give you a great website, help you put a sting in your marketing. And so those are some of the quick tips that you can implement just to improve the user experience for your website. You want to make sure that your website layout and your home page are clear and they have the contents broken up. You're incorporating different elements like photos, bullet points, and things like that. You want to track your page speed and make sure it's under about 3.5 seconds. And you want to check how mobile friendly your website is. So if you can get all that done and it's awesome, it's looking great, you are going to have a major step above your competition. If you need help, please reach out to us. We'll give you some contact information below, and we would love to help you with that. And we've helped many clients around Charleston area and beyond with their websites and bringing in customers and just giving their boost in their marketing. So go ahead and get started, make your website awesome, and we'll see you later, Stingrays.